Hello and welcome back. It's time to start another playthrough, I think, of Axis Operation. I did start one that I only saw through to the end of the Spanish Civil War, and I sort of lost interest. And when I picked up the save game there, I didn't feel any connection at all to my trait selections or my heroes or units or anything, so I decided to start over. So 1942 is coming out pretty soon, so I have Spanish Civil War 39, 40, 41, 42. Maybe by the time I finish that, we can have a 43. Depends on how fast I play. I don't plan to rush through it, but we'll see. So I was thinking about how to make this run interesting and unique. So we'll start up a campaign, of course, and we will go for the Spanish Civil War. I need to play on Generalissimus, or GM as I call it, because anything below that it just gets too easy. The AI really needs that accuracy bonus to sort of remain effective and be aggressive enough if I use my usual defensive tactics with supporting units on anything lower than this, and the AI most of the time will not attack at all, and that gets really boring really fast. So, and minus 80% prestige, yeah, that's fair enough. I think that with captures we are going to have enough prestige anyway, so it's not going to be a too much of an issue. So on to advanced options. So I was thinking, how can I make this unique? And then it struck me, war is much more random than this hex-based game gives it credit for, so we are just gonna ramp up the randomness to 100%, and then we are also going to use that new negative trait that prevents you from getting a combat prediction. So this will force me to really think through my actions and be much more careful, because I don't know exactly how the odds are. And even if I know the odds, even if I work it out in my head, I'm not sure, because of 100% randomness. Really crazy things can happen. Crazy things cannot happen even at 50, because it takes the average plus what you roll. So even if you roll a perfect kill with every shot, you will then average that with the 50% average, and so you will at most get, okay, let's call it 75% hits. It's not even that, but you see where I'm going. So you have to actually think through what you're doing with randomness on top, and also with predictions turned off. So undo, I always set to unlimited, because once I start misclicking those hexes, like I said a million times, I should use a 2-button mouse thing, but I'm too old to learn that trick now. And I always start with custom army. I'm not sure I will customize my starting force, but I always do it. I don't think the special challenges are any good. I don't want to play those for such a long campaign. I mean, now I played those 3 with the core campaign, and that was okay, but I don't think they are so well suited. I tried David versus Goliath on a more normal difficulty level, and it wasn't that fun. Iron Man, I don't trust myself not to do weird mistakes, and I would have to turn down the difficulty, and I don't want to do that. So instead I'll try to, I won't undo weird moves. Sometimes I make mistakes, but with obvious misclicks, or if I forget something, the order of doing something, or if I forget an entire part of my task force at the end of the turn, I want to be able to go back, load end of turn, or to save and sort of take those units. So, anyway, on to the general trait selection screen. So commendation points. Since last I played, I've implemented a little tracker on the top of the screen, so you can actually see how many points you have. Heinrich von Heck, okay, that can be in his name. I was initially going to do denied air force, denied artillery, retrograde, and just capture everything, but then I decided I would rather not do that. So denied artillery, I can capture some artillery pieces. I always regret it when I take denied air force because I don't need those planes, but they are fun. So you can make do with these biplanes until the end of the Spanish Civil War. Just don't be overactive with them during the later part. But it gets boring pretty quick, so I decided not to do that. Instead, I will do something I don't usually do. Inefficient supply, I find it thematic. I don't want all that supply. I want to be in a position where I can run out of ammunition. But trench slog, I don't usually take that one, and it could potentially be bad in the Spanish Civil War because the AI it doesn't like attacking into entrenchment to begin with. Now I really have to support him with my artillery. So I have a secret I have this idea that if the AI meets more entrenchment, it will attack less because it looks at the odds and, nah, I'm not attacking here. So then I have time to sort of bring up my artillery and support him. Possibly that's an idiot idea. Maybe it's the worst idea for the Spanish Civil War ever, but we'll see. This is a given 2 points for this slow progress of tech. I like it thematically. Fear of unknown. Why not take it? And I will show you why it's even less of a hindrance now than usual. Arrogant, that's for the thematic pick. And then we are going to pick force dispersion because I don't want to, I love heroes. I love the heroes as much as the next guy, but I think those stacks of 3 or even 4 heroes with the new force concentration trait that can get really silly. We can save that for later. I'm thinking that, I forgot to say this, but I'm thinking we are going to sort of run a bit of character development here so that with each new installment, Heinrich here will get an experience point. So here he starts with the 2 normal slots, and once he advances to 1939, he gets another experience that he can either buy off some disadvantage that he has inefficient supply on. He doesn't want that anymore. Or he could save 3 points and remove that denied artillery or something. Or he could buy Master of Blitzkrieg. Possibly if we play through the whole thing until 1945 or something, then he will get a lot of trait points, and that would of course make it a bit easier. But to be honest, he will be doing good even with just the basic 2 points. So we're going to give him a bit of character development there. Same as the units can gain experience. Mr. Heck here can also gain some experience. And I have a specific set of positive traits in mind as well. This one isn't so bad actually if you use it to buy both these. Because then you can quickly earn those back. But I never use it because I want to have those 2 and not this one. I want as many units as possible. Now over strength, that's just boring and also a huge letdown. Green Army, that's just lame. This one is also lame. This I sometimes play with, but in the long run I find it too annoying. Sort of, it's not a problem. You just have to take it a little bit slower and sort of have a backup. But I keep clicking that unit, and why can't it attack? Why can't it attack? And it's of course because of poor maintenance, and then it gets so annoying after a while. This is much worse than inefficient supply, and also doesn't affect your fuel. And units shooting in support fire doesn't like it either, and I prefer just inefficient supply. And these 2 don't play together, then you just have no ammunition at all. This one is completely horrible. Bad luck, totally not worth it, especially at 100%. It will hurt you a lot over the course of the game. No, then I can't capture things, and I cannot have nice things like Soviet KV tanks and T-34s. So no, not playing that one. This seems. I haven't tested it. Does it apply to support fire as well? I don't know. I'm not using that one. Sounds terrible. Then the AI will get IDs that it can always attack you all the fucking time. Can I say that? The F word? Oh, this is YouTube, probably not. I don't think anyone will notice. Yes, infantry general, it's not very good. You could use it to free up some auxiliary slots, but you might as well have auxiliary force, which we are going to be using in this playthrough, because then you can buy all those extra cheap Italian fighters or as much Italian infantry as you want. And no, that's not wasted prestige. That's prestige you can save by halting all your AI nationalist allies dead in their tracks. Then they can sit on their asses and wait until you have the situation under control. Then you can release them. This will, over the course of the Spanish Civil War, save you much more prestige than buying those units in the first place. Italian infantry, overstrengthened, without trucks, just walking on their feet, or those cheap but cheerful tanks or fighters. Yeah, you're earning back those prestige points. And you're just putting it into the 50% prestige sink near the end there anyway to get Golan. So yeah, trophies of course, only way to reliably generate prestige. And it sits so well with Deadly Grasp, flexible command. And it's always nice to start with 3 heroes, but we are not going to go the maximum hero route here. So, and this of course, I cannot play this game without it. I don't see any point. Why would I not play with anti-air veteran? It lets me just sweep the skies clear early. Saves 1 million prestige over the course of the campaign. And of course lets my own smaller air force go on the offensive earlier without spending 1 million prestige points. Now I have 4 points left, and there is a lot of good things you can take here. But I'm going to take the combination of meticulous planning, which makes all your ground units miniature recon guys. And this, of course, fear of the unknown becomes much less of a problem with meticulous planning. And with perimeter control and that stepped move, those 2 moves, your units can get anywhere. So there is absolutely no way the AI can contain you, so you can encircle pretty much at will, and you can also get out of any sticky situation. It's absolutely amazing. Once you've played with it, it's hard to go back. And then you have aggressive deployment. I don't think it's as important as meticulous planning, but it's pretty fun to sort of have your towed artillery keep up with your lightning advance, and also it supercharges your anti-air veterans. So I think with this combination I will completely dominate in this game. That's the theory anyway. That's a theory crafting, not so much actual testing. So we'll see how it goes with Mr. von Heck. And here is Wagner. Yeah, okay. So I think you can guess what we are doing here. You should be familiar with this scenario. We just capture all the victory hexes as usual, and then we can get some of those nice commendation points. There are 2 objective hexes. Cadiz, very easy to take. Seville, very easy to take. Bonus objective is capture this hex and hold it until the end of the game. And this one, garrison. All you have to do is actually have five units in those hexes at one time, then you can leave them again. And oddly enough, the Lua script that's behind this thing, it triggers from infantry, not your infantry, just any kind of infantry. So let's say the enemy has infantry stacked in these two hexes, then you have only to take these 3 hexes. Then the script checks the condition. Are 5 hexes, these 5 hexes being held by infantry, and it says yes, and you get the accommodation point. It's a minor thing. It's happened to me once or twice. I've played this scenario several times. So it's a little bit of an oddity. And of course, we will be sending a transport over to the Rock of Gibraltar to get the 203mm Second World War Soviet artillery. It doesn't, I don't think it actually exists at this point, so it would be maybe better if it didn't show up so early, because the range for artillery here is pretty devastating. On the other hand, unless you get a reduced slot 0 or a 0 slot 0, I don't see myself spending this base 6 slots, so it's basically way too expensive. So I don't think I would be needing any auxiliaries for this little adventure. So all I'm going to do is sort of jazz up as many of my units as I possibly can, because they are all more or less 2 slot or 1 slot. So these artillery pieces are 3 slots. Yeah, here's a general tip regarding denied artillery. Never upgrade your starting artillery. Always keep them. Always buy captures as new units. That way you have these 3, but even if they are hurt, you can always reinforce them without using up your captures. And then you can use them much more offensively. Oops. And because of their relative low cost, it doesn't hurt you too much when they get bombed a bit. And the 15 centimeters is pretty good. It's range 3. It's not bad. Yeah, let's do the same with the planes. This is kind of all I get out of. I really like these little guys. Oh, should I switch one of them into a little guy, or 2 of them into a little guy? Maybe that would be fun. I'll think about it. Close. The fighters I will keep, because typically I could get another one of these, or I could get 2 of these. They have bad range, but are kind of fun. Or should I get 1 of those? Oh, that was kind of hard decision. I think I have a bit too many planes now, but okay, let's try this. And then we have only 2 ships left. And see how handy that stepped movement is. And let's split this guy so I can actually reach the coast. And let's surround him. And you can see here I get no... but you can actually cheat a bit. You can hit L and sort of see the odds anyway, but I think that works against the ID here. Basically, you surrounded him and get the mass attack bonus. So. Good shot. I only needed 2. Usually you need all 3, so that's great. This is not so good because then you will get hit by the flak. So it's better to sort of do that. On the other hand, I now have these 2 bombers, so I might as well. And you know from experience that... so is that useful? Maybe not. Is it useful to bomb this guy instead? Possibly. And it's actually a much more... Okay, so he did a lot of... he did 1 kill and 7 suppression. That's quite a bit. And not much more I can do for this turn. And now he runs away. Was something very odd about recons when they haven't fixed that, because most other things can move just fine after the land, but recons don't seem to be able to do their little recon move once they land. But if you do this, it does get to move the entire distance. I've never been able to figure out exactly why that is. Only that it works that way. Let's go take over that airfield. Could be he hits me over the head there. We can live with that, I think. So now everything is on the water there, and now I couldn't. Force marching didn't do anything for me, so I can just keep marching these guys. And this is now still in air defense mode. Now, unless you wanted to seriously maul your tanks, I suggest to sort of put some planes in the vicinity so it gets tempted into shooting at it. Not sure if anything can reach this guy, I don't think so. So I can send the other plane over here to have a quick look. And then we can basically already now go over to the other side there. These are the little guys. You can see even with elite replacements. Oh, did I only put them at 11? They should be at 12, I think. No. Okay, I'm just confused. I am mixing up my... they all look pretty samey. So... dark blue, maybe? No. So now I can actually tell my planes apart. I think that's it. So it's going to, yeah, it's warning about the ships and here they come. It's not going to be a big problem. This one has a hero that will come push me back. So regardless of what I do, it will get pushed back. Yeah, I have to move these guys out of the way. Go for it. And now you can see this one can actually attack. And now the idea is to hit him, but we don't want to hit him too hard because we actually want to be able to capture something. And now we have 10 with bows and of course a bunch of prestige. So that's pretty nice. He retreated a little bit. I'm just thinking. Is that the guy that shot? Yes. I could have put a recon on him first, but looks like I forgot. Here you can see the insane things you can do. there we are. This one can't be in circle, of course. And if I remember correctly, he has some sneaky bits there. I think I will try to bomb him. Yeah, that went rather well. And this is then actually a fighter, which can, I guess, escort over here. Not sure how many planes I can rebase. I probably need a recon over here. Oh, just my dog nagging a bit. And my units are on shore. That's nice. These can't actually do anything. Force marching, embark, and I guess fly up here. I mean, the faster you can get these guys going, the better. Ouch. Yeah, I'm gonna press space here. It's not that interesting. Okay. Back for the second part. What happened there? Okay, I moved it too far. That's not. So if you split and one part goes into the truck, the other one goes into the truck as well, I suppose. Okay. So now we have some BT parts. No, we are not going to do that yet. We are going to do artillery, and well, and since you can move 2 times, you can do the same as the scouts and move and heal. That's absolutely fantastic. It is has to be the most powerful move ever. This one hasn't shot yet, so we can. This only removes a little bit of entrenchment because of My drawback, I have trench slog. What? We're in no rush to take this Hexar. We should take it, but it's not super high priority right now. Wish there was a hotkey for forced march. Something like that. Don't think I can do a whole lot more. This one's going to retreat and repair. No, actually came down to look at me. Okay, that was very unexpected. You see, these little bombers are pretty effective. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but it's 2 slots for 24 strength points. So I mean, you can't really complain. Not doing anything. But the important part here is, and be sure to protect it. Yes, I can see that. The reason I split my artillery is so I can reduce the entrenchment more effectively. This is another advantage of the split move. I can move it out of the way, make room, and then go in for the kill. Mm-hmm. And this one will then take the axe, I think. I'm just looking to see if I can get any more units up here, but it doesn't look like that. Again, forced march and the split move, super flexible. So we can go a bit of the distance, but not all. So this one actually has to stay here. They can't really hurt me, so I might as well do that. Still encircled. So I would recommend sort of rushing like this, because then the AI won't be able to effectively stop you from taking all the hexes. And I actually think I want to do this. That I think is a good start. These are rather short-ranged. And also I can then rebase the other one so we can... There you go. And You don't tend to get a lot of experience on your recon planes playing on Fear of the Unknown because you have to use them for stuff reconnaissance. But that's okay. It's only a very small extra bonus. No, I wouldn't stress. These kinds of attacks, when the entrenched enemies attack into the open and take a little bit damage, that's a big advantage for you. Okay. They're actually garrisoned with my own units and replacing the damaged units there. And then we can start moving them. You want an artillery piece in there, of course. And since it's sitting in the river, you want a fighter, maybe not a fighter, maybe we just want to kill this guy very dead first. Yep, that worked. Eventually we'll have to leave this guy alone. I guess I could embark him again, but I'm not going to bother with that. Base entrenchment 2, so I have to remove some more entrenchment. What I really want is to capture this T-26 here without getting hurt too badly in the process. It's fairly slow, speed 4, which is why it's great to actually be playing this game with Master of Blitzkrieg, because the speed bonus there is pretty nice. I don't think there's a lot more for me to do here. No, just gonna hit the turn. Ouch. That was very scary. I never had that happen before. Absolutely not. Well, let's heal this guy a bit. Oh, holy 13 damage. I mean, it's rapid fire, but still. Holy moly. Nah, that's silly. I must say this is more interesting than playing it on normal difficulties. Yeah, the reinforcements always come from this part. Looks like there could be the reinforcements from up here, but actually the scenario is scripted so they always appear in this area. So you can always take that into account. This one is a bit of a chicken. Now it runs up here and heals, so I can't get at him for the time being. I'm in forced march. It's just awesome. And let's get a bit of a bonus in there as well. I use the little guys. I don't know. Could do that. No, wait, I did capture it. Yay! Hooray! So, one move. One move. These are some heavy guys. Not tangling with them at the moment. Just go defensive like this. That's it. Yeah, go home. And you can see 2 moves because this counts as a ground unit, apparently. Fly, you fools! Oh my, you can see it's wildly swinging. One moment I'm getting completely hammered, the next I'm doing a ton of damage. Completely unpredictable. And of course, I also forget that I have moved my little friend here. So it's not, I didn't need to take those losses, but you get experience from losses. Let's say that that was my plan all along. Okay, so it's heavily entrenched, so might as well hit it with a few bombers here. I was saying earlier how easy it was to get your units to safety as well. That cannot be, that advantage cannot be understated. But of course, instead this time we just blow it up. Now I have too much suppression. They are almost free to fix up. This one apparently I forgot to over-strengthen, it's not important. So the problem with these guys here is that they have an anti-air. No, they don't have any anti-air today. And you can dart out, shoot, and then even retreat back into the city if he wants to. On this one, he could, if he wanted, go back into the city as well by force marching, but we're not going to do that right now. No, not going to do that. This one is going there. And this guy is going here. Yeah. I don't. Ooh, good one for him. Yikes. Here he comes. So, there is, I hope, a plan here. Oh, that double move trait, it's just beautiful. So now we get the extra parts for the special range 4 gun, which is never wrong. There it is, the 20mm. I was looking for that one. The problem is that the waves don't spawn as one, they spawn spread out across these two. Yes, back for the third session. This time the glasses are back on. I always try to finish each scenario in one sitting because it's so easy to forget what you were doing. But at the very least, I sort of try to finish the turn and let the AI play out this and then save at the start of a turn. Otherwise, it's definitely easy to forget something. But anyway, here we are, and we are now at the start of turn 14. These guys have landed and gotten the artillery. My planes are doing okay. I don't have too much prestige. So the point here is trying to capture this T-26. I always try to capture the T-26. I always try to capture the BT-5 as well. I got 10 parts. Preferably that should be at least 12 parts. But it's only 7 strength, the BT, so that's not realistic unless you have a special hero. So basically the only thing, I don't need any prediction for that because this one is 12 round and most of my guys only have 5 hard attacks, so this one is the only one with a real chance of hurting it. So I'm going to split it so I don't do too much damage and then hit it, and it did absolutely nothing. So then let's go back with the other guy, and now it's renders. Okay, that was fortunate. I got 7 of course times 2 because of my so now I have the ability to upgrade one of my tanks to a T-26 and still have some spare parts because it's a little bit dodgy switching to the T-26 because you don't have too many. What was I going to say? It will be a few scenarios before you have the chance to seize any more T-26s. So if you are not careful, you could end up hurting yourself. So okay, we have a bunch of stuff going on here. We have them coming in. So these aren't units that you need to capture. This one is not so bad. If we compare these two, you can see that it has considerably better stats. So it's not like the Bilbao. So this is actually a fairly good candidate for a capture if we can manage to get it. I think that should be doable. Then we have to get rid of this annoying infantry. No overrun. Very unfortunate. This is just 5 hard attack. It could happen, but might have to go in here. Just gonna hit it for some extra suppression. 3. No. I think I'll just let it sit there for another turn. And then we can do this instead. No, wait. This is smarter. Probably more units. No, just the 1 unit there. Now we can group up. And look at this, 1 move, forced march. No, I can actually go here. And then you can take the other one and take the second move. That's the combination of double moves and free splitting. It is quite amazing, actually. And that's also just 1 move each. So say if I wanted to, yeah, let's replace just to show. And then you can move, so you can split, you can combine, you can do all sorts of stuff. So we don't want this guy to go anywhere. I don't think he has any planes at the moment, so let's go up here. And now there is no there's an air defense unit there. I think there's another wave coming. I could repair this guy, but I don't see the point. Here he comes. Generally speaking, in the Spanish Civil War, I think the combination of the AI getting waves of reinforcements and also having always more than enough prestige to always heal up units, it's a little bit boring because it definitely rewards and circumvents and sort of going after 1 unit. I guess that's a reasonable strategy, but gets a little bit samey after a while. Yeah, 16 parts. Not bad. These other things here are not capture worthy at all. So I'm just gonna kill it. Oh, 7 hits. This is why I play with randomness. Oh, man. And suddenly you do no damage. That's part of the charm. Can I make it go home and heal? And you can also see it's excellent for encircling stuff. Doesn't get much better than that. And you can take your horses and you can go. No. Couldn't kill it. Yeah, might as well. Ah, okay. Yeah, it went home. No. Yeah, overrun. We like overruns. And it can still actually heal up. Because why not? Ah, that's a waste of prestige. I think there should be. Yeah, here you can see they are spawning again. And another one. I think I want that one as well. Just have to watch these Brigada Mixta, they are pretty hard hitting. So. One more damage should do it, yes. 6 more parts. Always nice to have. So then we can reinforce. Can we do something about these guys? 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't know. Using an extra range to avoid counter fire. And now we can do a little bit of bombing here. Should have done that first. And you're all encircled. Yeah. More XP. Remember, you get experience for taking damage as well. As long as things don't get expensive, it's fine. And good training for your planes. And overrun. Yes, and now Anna. It's a very long debrief here with a lot of role playing and some name dropping. General something something Franco, you know who is. And, the leader of the nationalists is dead, and now suddenly Franco is in the lead. So the lady captain, Anna Sofia Vega, is she a captain? I think she's a captain. Oh, she's our liaison with the militia. She does speak German. Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, she's a captain, Capitana, the female form of captain. Well, anyway, so that's the debriefing. We won, great victory. We got points here. We don't have any experience star, but some of our units did some good work. And that's it for today.